my name is Kieran Regan. I'm a partner in ReganWall. We're a business law firm, boutique firm of around 5 fully qualified solicitors and 10 staff overall. We've another three solicitors joining us this year, which is great. We work exclusively for business clients, so in the corporate and commercial space, so anything from business sales, investments, commercial property purchases, and then to the day-to-day contract advisory and share restructures and employee share schemes. So I'm myself and Adrian Wall is the other partner in the firm. We set up the firm in July 2018. We worked together in a previous firm, but felt there was a gap in the market for a niche boutique corporate law firm. So yeah, we took the plunge in July 2018. We were in a temporary space for a few months until we heard about Glandore, and we set up then in Glandore. I think we were the first actually to enter the Cork property in November 2018. So my memory is correct, and we actually took 3 individual offices at that point. So yeah, so as I said, we set up ReganWall in July 2018. We always felt we wanted to keep the firm nimble and tight. We always want to keep to say 2025 over a 5 to 6 year horizon. We started off day one with 4 of us, myself and Adrian, the 2 founders, plus 2 support staff. And so I suppose when we started, we did feel that as a law firm we probably want a permanent residence, but at the time it was very difficult to find an office that would suit our needs, so that if was, I suppose, large enough that we could expand into, but maybe not I suppose impacting on the initial cash flow straight away, renting an office for that could fit 30. So funnily enough, a client of ours had a spare few desks in the corner of its office, so we were able to set up shop there for the first few months, but did feel like we needed some place to call our own just for the initial period. So that's when we came across Glandore, moved in November, and we took 3 offices. We had come up to about 6 staff at that point, and we had 3 individual offices, and then use obviously of the meeting room. So that was fantastic, because I suppose the professionalism of Glandore, when you walk in the door, it's we just thought it was excellent, particularly for, I suppose, for a law firm. Clients are always concerned about confidentiality and I suppose just professionalism from the minute they walk in the door, and we were delighted with that. With the Glandore office, there was a great breakout space if you wanted to meet someone for a casual coffee, and then also we had as I said, the use of the meeting rooms then when we needed a bit more privacy. From there, then we continued to grow, which was great, and that was, I suppose, the best asset of being in Glandore was the ability to grow and to take more space while we were in there. So I think we had 3 moves during the course of the 12 months that we were with Glandore. So we moved up to a larger office with us all being inside it. I think we were up to 10 staff then within 9 months, and it really was fantastic that we were able to move within the one property, and with at all times I suppose we always had the intention of getting the permanent residence, as I mentioned. So it meant that we were under no pressure. We were able to continue in Glandore, and as I said, clients loved it, staff loved it, and it meant then we were able to not jump at the first opportunity that came its way, because we did see a few properties that we thought could have worked, but we didn't fall in love with them immediately. So that was really a fantastic benefit of Glandore. So yeah, that was it. I think with a law firm, this greatest asset are its people, and I really do think that's what has made us so successful, and we have had a successful, coming up on 3 years now. Sorry, we're just over 3 years this week. We've had some great hires, and that really has, I suppose, set us apart in the market. Also, our branding has worked very well. We've really worked hard on getting the right word out there in terms of that we are specialized. We do only do corporate work, but we know exactly what we're doing in that case. We are a niche boutique law firm. Certainly the property, as I said, was always a big issue with us. We've had an action list on from the day we started in terms of things to do, and it was always the first on the list from day one is our property. And really, I think for a law firm, you want to be able to have roots in one property. You know, that there are many law firms around town that everyone knows them by their building, by where they are, and that was really important for us. That there was a sense of longevity about where we got, and that just really the facility of Glandore really helped us in our growth, because we were able to pick, or I suppose not be picky about our choice, and take our time. And we think the office that we were able to pick on 1 South Mall has been a fantastic element to our development, albeit we were only in it 6 weeks before we had to come out because of the pandemic. But look, no one could have foreseen that. Planning is the number one thing. Myself and Adrian, before we set up the firm, we spent hours and hours doing up a business plan, doing up where we wanted to, what we wanted to be in 5 years. Really, it was our 5-year. We set up in 2018. It was our 2023 growth strategy and business plan, and we have, at every 6 months, 12 months, we go back and we look at that and where we are in the timeline in terms of hitting our 2023 goal. And that's definitely the biggest benefit that I could say to anyone is plan ahead and then stick to the plan. And look, you might revise, or you might, that term, pivot from the plan, but it's to make sure that everything you do, you say, well, look, is that in line with our strategy? If it's not in line, then you consider should you be doing that thing. So I think, to be honest, that of all the things that we've done, that's certainly a bit of advice that I would give to someone is plan from the start and stick to that. Other thing then is, as I said, good people. Just try your hardest to get good people. We've been lucky enough to be able to get great people on board, and it's really helped. And particularly in the atmosphere around, from the start, we've wanted to instill a ReganWall culture, and again, it was coupled with our 2023 strategy plan. Is that this was the culture of the firm? This is what we wanted our lawyers and support staff and all staff within ReganWall is to live by this culture, and I suppose people wanting to come to work, and not that it's just an easy life, but that everyone is working together, and everyone is working to the betterment of themselves and the firm, which we've hopefully achieved so far. Well, if you had asked me this last March when we were in our first lockdown, I probably would have said death to the office. You know, everyone's going to be working from home. It was great, but the more now that we've gone through the pandemic, probably the more the novelty has worn off. I do think it's going to be back in the office in as much as possible. Again, just as I mentioned about the culture, it's very difficult to instill the culture while everyone is working from home and just working behind computer screens. Like you can't just walk across the road to have a chat with your colleague, or particularly where we're at busy times where you might be working late into the evening. When everyone's in the office, it's a bit of a look, we're all in this together. Whereas when you're at home, it's very much isolated existence. So certainly will be encouraging everyone to come back to the office. That said, we do, I suppose, we work with a view that we're all adults here. So I don't think everyone has to be in the office every single day. It'll probably be something along the lines of, look, you're expected to be in the office, but if you need to work from home, it's shown that we can all work from home. And to be honest, our work, the amount of work that people are getting through has not changed at all from being at home, which is great, and it shows that we can be a bit more flexible with people if they want to work at home for a day here and there. To be fair, I think with Cork, given that everyone lives close enough to the city, most people's commute is 15-20 minutes. It's a bit different to, I suppose, the Dublin commute of maybe an hour and a half. So I think it's probably a bit easier to kind of get people in more often in the Cork context.